Back to the Alex Stone Show. I am your host, Alex Stone. I'm on a mission to spread the light of the gospel into every aspect of life. And yes, you heard me correctly. I did say every, including the things that most Christians do not like to discuss, such as politics. I am a little late to the game, but I am just starting. We are going to be watching President Trump's rally in Asheville, North Carolina. We're going to start that right about now. So give me just a couple seconds. We are going to start a screen share. Maybe, hopefully. There we go. Share. And then boom.
I'm in office, and I think you're going to have to put me in office because there's never been anything like this. If Kamala wins, you will have mass amnesty and citizenship for all of the Biden-Harris illegals that poured into our country. If I win, you will have the largest deportation operation in American history, starting at noon on Inauguration Day, 2025. And you know, I don't say that happily because it's not an easy situation with so many people. It's not sustainable. But Dwight Eisenhower, General Eisenhower, President Eisenhower, he was very strong on borders. He felt that you cannot do this. The largest deportation operation we ever had was under Dwight Eisenhower, president. And he understood that it was not sustainable to have millions of people coming in. But what he went through is peanuts compared to what we're going through. Nobody's ever gone, no country, no border has ever gone through what we're going through. And they're destroying our country. The Kamala migrant invasion is also a major factor in crushing your wages and driving up the cost of health care and the cost of all of your goods. Millions of uninsured illegal aliens are getting billions and billions of dollars in free health care paid for by American citizens on your medical bills. It's right on your medical bills. You know, when you hear this, you get angry because it shouldn't happen. But what happens to them, they come up in caravans. I think I came up with that name. But they have caravans of thousands and thousands of people, many, many criminals in those caravans. Very dangerous, unbelievably dangerous for women. The women in those caravans are just absolutely, it's horrible what happens. I'm not going to tell you now. It's horrible. It's horrible what happens in those caravans coming up. It's a rough journey. But they come up because we have very stupid people here that say, if you come up, we will give you health care, Social Security, medical, school. You know, our schools in a lot of places are not, you can't even go anymore. They've taken the place of our students. They have people sitting in chairs that don't speak a word of English, and they're taking the place of our young children. The hospitals, a person told me the other day from San Diego, they said they can't get into a hospital anymore. The hospitals are being occupied by the illegal aliens. Somebody's got to take care. They're being occupied. And the reason they're coming is because people like Gavin Newsom and people like Kamala are saying, come, come, it's the American dream, come. They're destroying our country. We can't do it. We can't let it continue. You're not going to have a country anymore. People like Scott, brilliant Wall Street people, they're right about what they say. And that's also common sense. I'll tell you, it's all about common sense. The Republican Party is the party of common sense. Kamala Harris wants to eliminate private health insurance. Does anybody have private health insurance here? A lot of people, yeah. A lot of people, they want it. That's what they want. They want to have the. Now, if you want to have other, you have other. But they want to take it and they want to turn it off. It doesn't cost our country anything. They want to turn it off. This is what people, they work hard. They make enough money. They want to have a private plan. It's a more luxurious plan. That's okay. But they want to give free taxpayer-funded health care to every single illegal alien in this country. Kamala wants to do that. Now, she'll probably, here's a little bet we'll make. She'll probably change over the next short period of time. You know, we said, what do you do with some monsters that we have? Monsters, some of the worst killers in the world, in detention centers. You know, they're in detention centers that we have along the border. And you know what she said? They have to be released. Released. We're going to release. These are murderers. These are killers. These are drug dealers. These are the worst people on earth. You don't get much worse. She said, now she'll probably change her mind on that too, but she wants to release. This is, remember, I said it before, a person that's considered far more liberal than crazy Bernie Sanders. He's crazy, you know, and far more liberal than crazy Bernie. This is considered worse. And we're not going to have a president like that. Somebody was saying last night on television that when the people find out, the wonderful Sean Hannity actually said it. Have you ever heard of him? Yes. But he said it, but everyone's saying it. When people find out about her, that she's a very liberal person, you know, they use the word progressive. They use the word, they don't use liberal anymore. They use progressive because it sounds so nice, progressive. What is progressive? That means forward thinking. It's not, it's the opposite. But she's the most liberal senator that we've had in 50, 60 years, I think probably ever, but far more liberal than crazy Bernie. By contrast, I'm going to keep the Affordable Care Act unless we can do something much better. We'll keep it. It stinks. It's not good. If we can do something better, we're going to do something with it. If we can do better, meaning less expensive and better health care for you, less expensive and better health care for you, then we'll do it. We're not looking better for the government. We're looking better for you. She goes around saying, well, he's going to get rid of the health. No, I'm going to keep it unless we can come up with something that's better for you and less expensive for you. Otherwise, we're not doing it. And you saw that having to do with Social Security. For 4 years, I was there. And for 4 years, I never raised the age. They're going to end up raising your age by 5 years. I never raised your age. I never did anything. I left your plan the way it was. Never touched it. I was there 4 years. Same thing with Russia. They say, oh, he's going to go and, you know, start a war or something. Well, you know what? For 4 years, Russia never went in to Ukraine. They waited till I got out, and then the army started to form. But, you know, if you go back with Russia, Bush let them have a lot of land. You know that. Obama, President Barack Hussein Obama, have you heard of him? Barack Hussein Obama let them have a lot of land. Now you have Biden, he's letting them have the whole thing, okay? The whole thing. But you had President Trump. What did Putin take under Trump? Nothing. Nothing. Took nothing. He took nothing under Trump, but he took under Bush. He took under Obama. Big stuff. He took it in Ukraine, in and around Ukraine, but he took nothing under Trump. But now he's going for the big one, isn't he? Huh? We're going to deliver lower prices, lower drug costs, new options that will dramatically reduce the crushing burden of American patients. Kamala and Joe tried to take credit for $35 insulin. You know that. You know who did that? I did that. I did that. I did the insulin and it kicked in. And I remember when I did it, it had to be a statute. It was a certain statute that took a certain period of time. I said, I hope I'm elected because somebody's going to get a lot of credit for doing what I got done. I got it done, $35 insulin, and now they take credit for it. It's terrible, terrible. They take credit for a lot of things they shouldn't be taking credit for. If they said, congratulations, you did a good job at insulin, that would be nice. Nobody's going to go crazy about that. Congratulations, because insulin was impossible for people to afford. They were dying. They didn't get it. The expense was, I got it for $35. Nobody thinks it's like even possible. But they could say like, you did a great job, thank you very much. Or you did a good job. But instead they say, we brought insulin in at $35. It's a lie. Kamala is fighting for health care for illegal aliens and fighting for health care for, and think of this, he's fighting for health care for people that are destroying our country. I'm fighting for health care for the American people, the people that are supposed to have the health care. The colossal influx of migrants into our cities is driving rent absolutely through the roof. That's why, and who's paying the rent? The government. Our government is paying rent. We're paying numbers that were not obtainable. In fact, if I ever went back into business, I'd buy some buildings in certain areas and I'll charge the government the highest rents you've ever seen. That's what they're doing. Some very smart landlords are getting a lot of money. That's why some of the luxury hotels are going into migrants, renting to a migrant than to wealthy people. But that's why as president, I will seal the border. I will send them all back to their countries where they belong. Prices will come down and come down dramatically and come down fast. To further address the housing affordability crisis, we will work with states like Nevada, a great state. We're leading big in the poll there, by the way. Thank you very much. Good governor. To open up large tracts of federal land for housing constructions and similar to opportunity zones that I did with Senator Tim Scott, a great guy from South Carolina, senator from South Carolina. Came in, he said, I have this idea. He's had it for a long time, but he could never get a president to execute it. I did. And opportunity zones, one of the greatest things that we've done in terms of economic development. I give Tim Scott a lot of credit for that too. These areas will have low taxes, low regulation to stimulate rapid economic growth, maximum affordability, and the return of a thing called, which I always come back to, the American dream, because we've lost the American dream. We will bring back our supply chains. Supply chains were basically not even talked. It was automatic. You have a thing, it's delivered from here to here. When this lunatic became president, with her, remember, she was there at every step of the way, but she was like silent because she was, I don't know, nobody respected her until she was the only choice left. They couldn't get anybody else. Did you see where they had the 12 most likely people to be chosen after Biden? And she was ranked number last, and she was the one that was picking. She was ranked ranked below Tim. He was second, I think, second to last. We will bring back our supply chain. We're going to bring back our supply chains. We're going to bring them back from China and other foreign countries, ending costly supply chains. Those are supply chain disruptions. We're going to bring them back. We're going to bring them back fast as we reduce burdens on domestic manufacturers. American workers will make our critical goods better and cheaper. We're going to make them in our country, right here in the USA, right here in a place called North Carolina. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it? We're going to have 10 to 20% tariffs on foreign countries that have been ripping us off for years. We're going to charge them 10 to 20% to come in and take advantage of our country, because that's what they've been doing for nothing, to take our jobs. We're going to charge them and bring back millions and millions of jobs by doing so, and billions of dollars. I did that with China. I took in hundreds of billions of dollars with China. Nobody ever took in 10 cents from China, and it slowed them down, and it made us much better. In fact, Biden's been unable to take those tariffs off China because it's so much money coming in, they don't know what to do. How do you replace it? Our current, he's on the take. Yeah, you're right. Do you come from North Carolina, sir? Where is the guy that said that? He's on the tape. It's pretty good. I would say he could be right. He is right. Our current massive deficits will be reduced to practically nothing. Our country will be powered by growth. Our country will be powered by growth. We'll pay off our debt. We'll have all this income coming in. If people want to take advantage of our country, they have to pay to take advantage of our country. I will also restore peace through strength, and with the return of global stability will come the return of economic stability. We're going to have economic stability. You know, we have wars breaking out all over the world, and they asked the head of the Prime Minister of Hungary, very tough man, strong man, very, you know, somebody that I always got along. I get along with the strong ones. I don't get along with the weak ones. Isn't that sad? That's a personality defect. Not the tough ones, but the tough ones are the ones we have to worry about, right? That's a good thing. But Viktor Orban of Hungary. So they asked him, what do we do? Wars are breaking out all over the world. He said, the answer is very simple. Make sure that Trump gets reelected president, and you're not going to have any more wars. You're not going to have any more problems. They respected him. They respected Trump. They respected Trump. He actually used a different word. I would not use that word, but he can. He said they were afraid of Trump because they had no idea where the hell I was coming from. With Joe, it's sort of easy to tell, isn't it? Yeah. The whole thing is crazy. You know what we're going through? It's crazy. They arrest their political opponent. They go after their political. The whole place is, our country is like a different place. No more wars, no more disruptions. We will have prosperity and we will have peace. And this is how we will end the era of inflation, mayhem, and misery under Kamala and Crooked Joe, and unleash economic abundance for Americans of every race, religion, color, and creed. Together, we will deliver low taxes, low regulations, low energy costs, low interest rates, low inflation, so that everyone can afford groceries, a car, and a home. Common sense. We will stop the invasion, end the migrant crime, support our great police, save Medicare, and save Social Security, which is under siege. We will strengthen our military, build a missile defense shield, keep critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools, and keep men out of women's sports. We will defend the Second Amendment, restore free speech, and we will secure our elections. Everyone will prosper, every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity, hope, and joy. But for that to happen, we must never let Kamala Harris get anywhere near the White House, and we must defeat her country-destroying liberal agenda. She destroyed San Francisco. She's not going to destroy our country. So get your friends, get your family, register, volunteer, and get the hell out and vote. You got to vote. On November 5th, we will save our economy. We will rescue our middle class. We will put America first, and we will make America great again. Thank you very much. North Carolina, God bless you. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
North Carolina, President Trump rally. What a great rally. We started a little bit late, but that's okay. We are here with the Alex Stone Show. Just got done with that rally in North Carolina. Very, very good. As I said, we got there a little bit late, but that is all right. He had many, many great talking points. One of the talking points that many liberals have is that President Trump is going to get rid of Social Security. How many times does he have to say it before they realize that that is actually not true, that he's not going to get rid of it, but he's going to support it? very, very bigly, very strongly, as President Trump would say. He announced that he's going to slash energy bills by up to 70%, not with government price controls that only make costs and shortages rise, but by getting rid of insane climate tyranny laws that only hurt the middle class wallets while China makes trillions. Very, very great points that President Trump has. We're going to be right back. Please share this live stream on Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you might be listening. Please share it. Guys, if you go to mypillow.com and use the promo code GENZ, G-E-N-Z, all one word, you can get a discount of up to 66% off of your order. We'll be right back after this.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
Now's the time to go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use the promo code to save 50% on your MyPillow 2.0. Not only that, for a limited time, your entire order ships absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
MyPillow.com.
Like that advertisement said, go to mypillow.com. Use that promo code GENZ, G-E-N-Z, G-E-N-Z, all one word. You can get a discount of up to 66% off of your order. One of the best deals that you can ever have. Please help support the show by doing that. Also, if you guys are on X, please follow me at Stone J Alex. We are growing a massive amount. Let me share my screen real quick. There's a lot going on my page. A lot of good things are going on. You go to my profile, you can see this 44.8 thousand followers. Just 7 days ago, I was at 19,000 followers. So we're making the climb. I went viral for a couple things. I was offered $130,000 of hush money to be silent and no longer speak on this platform of X. To no longer speak about Donald Trump. And apparently people like it when people have guts and balls to stand up to money, to stand against money. You know, scripture makes it very clear the love of money is the root of all evil. And I don't love money enough to betray my president, to betray the United States of America. So I said no to that. And I said absolutely to continuing my free speech. So please follow me there right now at Stone J Alex on X. Please, 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 please. It'll help me out a lot. I'm trying to get to 50,000 followers by the end of this month. I believe that is very possible with your help. Please like, share, and subscribe as well. Something I want to talk about, something that many people aren't talking about for some reason, is this idea of banning assault weapons. The White House put out a few weeks ago the idea put this graphic out that says ban assault weapons. It's time for Congress to ban assault weapons and high capacity magazines. That goes in direct violation of the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, of the Bill of Rights. And what happens when a government takes away your weapons? What happens when a government takes away your guns? Well, look at what is going on in the United Kingdom right now. They are arresting people for Facebook posts. Yes, you heard me correctly. They are arresting people for Facebook posts. That is atrocious. It is evil. It is wicked, but that is what is going on. And it is time that we as American citizens say no, 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 and no to these evil, corrupt people in Washington, D.C. who want to take away our guns. That's exactly what happened in 1930s and 40s Germany. Adolf Hitler, he took away their guns, and what happened? The Holocaust happened. You take away guns, you take away the right and the ability to defend yourself from an evil, tyrannical government. That's exactly what they want to do to us today in the United States of America. They want to take away our guns so they can take away all the rest of our freedoms. We cannot let that happen. Like I said at the very beginning of this, we are doing a reaction to the President Trump rally. A lot of good things happened there. President Trump suggested that teachers and military service members don't have jobs because they're not private sector. Kamala HQ decides to take things out of context all the time. That's exactly what they did there. I'm just scrolling and seeing what other people are saying on X right now. It's absolutely atrocious what these people are doing on Kamala HQ and Harris Wins X. They're posting so many things out of context. And even out of context, Joe Biden today decided he would once again go along with that lie about white supremacists gathering in Charlottesville, spouting sick and anti-Semitic vile, and President Trump saying that there were very fine people on both sides. That's not what he said. So let's listen to what Joe Biden decided to say about that today. Once again, lying to everyone about that. Let's go over here right now.
When I spoke to the mom who lost her daughter, it's a consequence of those neo-Nazis and white supremacists come out of fields in America with torches, carrying Nazi banners, singing the same sick anti-Semitic bile that was sung in Germany in the 30s. And when her daughter was killed, the press went to the then President Trump and said, "What do you think?" He said, "They're very fine people on both sides." I knew then. I knew I had to do something. That's how I decided to run, because democracy was literally at stake. And and then
I'm going to pause it right there. The people who are saying democracy is at stake and that President Trump is the threat to democracy are the ones who actively undermine democracy by replacing Joe Biden with Kamala Harris undemocratically. They decided, "Oh, Joe, you're done because you're going to lose us votes. You're going to lose us seats. You're going to lose us the presidency." So they took him out. They put Kamala Harris in. Democracy is at stake. I wonder why. It's because your people are the ones that are in charge.
he evidenced everything that we thought. January 6th, when attack on the Capitol, talked about now, because he now talks about making sure they're all let out of prison. They're going to pardon them. Think of this. Every other time the Ku Klux Klan's been involved, they wore hoods, so they're not identified. Under his presidency, they came out of those woods with no hoods, knowing they had an ally. That's how I read it. They knew they had an ally in the White House. And he stepped up for them.
He absolutely did not step up for them. Let's just go search this up right now. Trump, Charlottesville. These people have been lying about this for so very long. And actually, believe it or not, just the other day was the first time I ever actually watched that video in full. And that's not what President Trump said. I want to get more than the 7-minute clip, because that's, or 7-second clip, because that's the one that they always use.
Left and white supremacists on the left and white supremacists on the same moral plane.
I'm not putting anybody on a moral plane. What I'm saying is this: you had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious and it was horrible, and it was a horrible thing to watch. But there is another side. There was a group on this side, you can call them the left, you've just called them the left, that came violently attacking the other group. So you can say what you want, but that's the way it is.
On both sides, sir, you said there was hatred, there was violence on both sides.
Well, I do think there's blame. Yes, I think there's blame on both sides. You look at both sides. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either. And if you reported it accurately, you would say.
Neo-Nazis started this. They showed up in Charlottesville. They showed up in Charlottesville to protest.
Excuse me. They didn't put themselves down as you, and you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did. You had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue, and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name.
Robert E. Lee are not the same.
Well, no, George Washington was a slave owner. Was George Washington a slave owner? So will George Washington now lose his status? Are we going to take down, excuse me, are we going to take down statues to George Washington? How about Thomas Jefferson? What do you think of Thomas Jefferson? You like him? Okay, good. Are we going to take down the statue? Because he was a major slave owner. Now we're going to take down his statue. So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history. You're changing culture. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the press has treated them absolutely unfairly. Now, in the other group also, you had some fine people, but you also had troublemakers, and you see them come with the black outfits and with the helmets and with the baseball bats. You had a lot of bad people in the other group too.
So that is the full video that most people haven't seen for some reason. They only like to listen to what Joe Biden is telling them about this misinformation. That there were fine people on both sides, and even Snopes, liberal Snopes, communist Snopes, they debunk that. They say Trump did not call neo-Nazis and white supremacists very fine people. He did not do that. Yet they continue to spout out this lie. It's atrocious. It's evil. It's wicked. Guys, I have a video to share with you. I made a video for President Trump just the other day and put it out a little bit ago. It was pretty good. Got quite a few views on X, over 100,000. I hope you like it. Let's watch that right now.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country, and if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally.
Our country needs a truly great leader, and we need a truly great leader now. We need a leader that wrote The Art of the Deal. We need a leader that can bring back our jobs, can bring back our manufacturing, can bring back our military, can take care of our vets. Our vets have been abandoned. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again. Friends, delegates, and fellow Americans, I humbly and gratefully accept your nomination for the presidency of the United States.
Going to make this decision now. The Fox News decision desk has called Pennsylvania for Donald Trump. This means that Donald Trump will be the 45th President of the United States.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
We, the citizens of America, are now joined in a great national effort to rebuild our country and restore its promise for all of our people. Together, we will determine the course of America and the world for many, many years to come. We will face challenges. We will confront hardships, but we will get the job done. Today's ceremony, however, has very special meaning, because today we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another, or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. It's very simple. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. They want you silent. And I am the only one that can save this nation, because you know they're not coming after me, they're coming after you, and I just happen to be standing in their way, and I will never be moving. If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
To Houston, New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Friends, delegates, and fellow citizens, I stand before you this evening with a message of confidence, strength, and hope. 4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. Together, we will launch a new era of safety, prosperity, and freedom for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. The discord and division in our society must be healed. We must heal it quickly. As Americans, we are bound together by a single fate and a shared destiny. We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America. So tonight, with faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Want to know what you guys thought of that video? I had the opportunity to make that right after the Republican National Convention, which the Republican National Convention was phenomenal. I'm still thinking about it to this day. I'm still thinking about President Trump's iconic entrance with the Trump lights behind them. That was phenomenal. I'm still thinking about Hulk Hogan's speech at the Republican National Convention. That was amazing as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I was late. Next time he does a rally, I'm going to be starting the live stream as soon as the rally starts. With that being said, we are going to end this live stream. If you guys could, please, once again, please follow me on X at Stone J Alex. That is Stone J Alex. I'm growing massive. 44.8 thousand, 44,820. Almost at 45,000 last week, just 7 days ago. I was at 19,000 followers. My account blew up basically overnight, and it was phenomenal. Great to see. So please follow me at Stone J Alex, and also support this show by going to mypillow.com and using the promo code GENZ, GENZ, all one word. You can get a discount of up to 66% off of your order. Gen Z, GENZ, all one word. You can get a discount of up to 66% off of your order. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll be back next time. God bless you all, and goodbye.